Hello, dear students. Welcome to the class of Health and Physical Education, Unit 4 Physical Education and Sports for Children with Special Needs. And today's topic we are going to learn that is concept of inclusion education and its need. Actually, inclusion means inclusive education. So here we are going to learn the concept of inclusive education. We are going to learn the concept of inclusion. So let us clear the term inclusion first. So inclusion is being used in the field of education. That is why it is being called as an inclusive education. That's why it is been named as an inclusive education. So here the most of the fact it has been shown here that it educates both normal student and the student with disability. Here the main concept is the education of both the student, either they are normal and the person those who are, or the student those who are disabled. So they both are going to learn together, they are going to study together. So inclusion education is a new approach towards educating the children with disability and learning difficulties with the normal one with the same roof. So here you can find out that inclusion education is being included for those where you can find out that normal student as well as the person or the student those who are disabled, they are learning together in a same roof. It brings all the students together in one classroom and the community regardless of their strength or weaknesses in any area, and seeks to maximize the potential of all students. So here here the main concept of this inclusion education is to study togetherness of the normal student as well as the student those who are disabled or special student. So here, though they are having the weaknesses, though they are having the strength, but they are going to learn, they will come to know about their potentials and they are going to learn accordingly. So it is one of the most effective way in which to promote an inclusion and tolerant society. So here it is very clear the main concept of this inclusion education, so that if the children those who are disabled, if they are learning with a normal student, then the chances of such a disabled student is more that they are going to learn more, as well as they will be getting a same platform and they will understand, they will feel that we are not less than any of this normal student and they are going to learn faster. So inclusive education means the normal student and the special student or the special need student learn while sharing the same physical space and interacting socially and academically, where the chances of these students or the disabled students are more that they are going to learn faster and they are going to learn more as compared to the other students. If they are going to learn in a special school, then it is the chances of their growth and development is less as compared to the student those who are studying in a normal school. So it brings all the students together in one classroom and community. Inclusive education, student with special needs spends more of their time with their non-special needs student. So inclusion completely rejects the use of the specific school or classroom to separate student with disability from the student without disability. So here you can see that there is if they are going to if this student those who are disabled or those who are having a special needs students, if they are going to learn or study in the special school, then the chances of the growth and development will be less as compared to the student if they are going to study with the normal students in a normal school. So here they are going to learn more effectively. So the concept of the inclusion education is has been defined as at a various addresses the learning needs of the differently abled children. So differently abled children, the learning needs, they are the special children. So you can see in the picture the student, all type of students are together. The special need students are learning with the normal students. The teacher are imparting the knowledge all or to all the students equally. So in 1974, the centrally sponsored scheme for the integrated education for disabled children was introduced to provide equal opportunity to the children with disability in general school and facilitate the retention. So here in 1974, it was been decided, the scheme was been the sponsored scheme for the integrated education for disabled children was introduced. So you have seen that all types of students, either they are disabled, they are amputated, either they are handicapped, these students are studying with the, that is been considered special student, they are studying with a normal student. So the government initiative is the in the area of inclusion education can be traced back to the national education policy. So in 1986, which recommended as a goal to integrate the handicap with the general community at all level as an equal partners, to prepare them for a normal growth and to enable them to face the life with courage and confidence. So that if they are going to study, if the handicapped student, or we can call as a student with disabilities, if they are going to study with a normal student with the equal same pattern, then their no growth and their growth will be more. Whereas you can see that they can face the courages and they can face the courage and confidence, they can develop the confidence among themselves. So the World Declaration of the Education for All adopted in 1990 gave further boost to the various process already set in the country. So that's why this concept of the inclusion education was being implemented, so that the child, the disabled, the child with disabilities, they can learn faster, they can grow normally as like other students, where they can develop the courage and confidence. So why there is a need of the inclusive education? Why there is a need? What is the need of the inclusive education that we are going to study? So it is beneficial in many of the ways. That includes the Divyang student in general physical education. Either they might be blind, they might be dumb and deaf, either they might be amputated, physically amputated, that is handicap. So you can see that these all students, Divyangs student, are generally in general physical education. The need of the inclusive education is as following. So what happens here? That increases the self-confidence, that increases the academic level. It helps in development of the motor skills and to develop the social skills, and helps to normal student and for the normal student. So here, why there is a need of inclusion education, we are going to study one by one. So here the book, in your book it might be given that the need of the inclusive education is so that for development of the self-esteem, for the better social and communication, for greater sensitivity, for better understanding and strengths and weaknesses, for better sense of belongingness and higher academic achievement. So these are the needs are been given, and we are going to discuss all together, so don't worry. So here it is been given to increase the self-confidence. So definitely the most important function of the friendship is to make the people feel cared for, the loved and safe. In an inclusion education settings, low achieving students are able to get extra help even though they did not qualify for the special education. They lead to increase their self-confidence of Divyangs. So the main purpose of this inclusive education is that it helps in development of the self-confidence of especially need children or those who are Divyang. So it helps us helps them in development of the self-confidence level. So with the help of this inclusion education, where they are going to learn with the normal student, so that with the help of that they can increase in their self-confidence level of such types of students. Then next we are having to increase the academic level also. So here when they, for example, if the special students are going to study or they are going to learn in the special school, then they might not be having that much competition, as they will be getting the competition level as along with the normal student. So here what happens, the inclusive education is a better when it has been exposed to the richness of the general education. Most students learn and perform better when exposed to the richness of the general education curriculum. So now the curriculum for the general student as well as for the special needs student, they both are having the same type of curriculum. So now it is depends upon the student. Those who are having a special needs students, they are going to study with the normal students, and the curriculum which they are having, the general curriculum they are having, and they are going to grow accordingly. So the body of the research has shown that the children to do better academically when in inclusion setting, and the inclusion provides an opportunity to develop the relationship. So here it also helps us in development of the relationships. This is most possible that it helps us in developing the academic level also. So one more example I want to quote, that in my friend circle, one of the person is there who is dumb and deaf actually, but he has studied in a normal school. So that's why this inclusive education, because I am giving a very good example, he has studied in normal school and he has done diploma, He's done diploma in engineering. So on the basis of that, he has got the job and he is working in a company. So this is the what the benefit the person or a child is getting when they used to study in a normal school. If he might have studied in a special school where you can find out that only dumb and deaf people are there, special children where you can find out the Divyang children are learning, where they are going to learn the sign languages and that all, might be that development of such children may not be up to the mark. So that's why it has been research study has shown that the person they used to learn the things more faster when they are having an inclusion settings, and inclusion provides the opportunity to develop the relationship. So here it is one of the very good example. It increases the academic level also. So inclusion, there is a need of the inclusion education. Then to develop the motor skills. So here what happens, the Divyang get more and more opportunity by participating in the physical activities with the inclusion. So if they are participating with the normal students, they are watching other students and they are also intimating them, and they are also participating in the different types of physical activities where they are going to learn more faster. When the inclusion with the inclusion, it leads to the increase in the self confidence, and they also learn the different skills. And when they used to see that when other people can, when other children are doing, I am also able to do that. So due to that attitude, when the children they used to develop, such types of children develop, they learn the different things, different skills, and they also develop the self confidence. There is an increase in the motor skills, their arm movement, their legs movement, their running, jumping, the climbing. So these activities which they are been in with the other students are involved, they will also going to learn that. So there is also an increase in the speed, strength, endurance and flexibility by participating in these kind of activity. Apart from that, they can also participate in the recreational activity outside the school also. Definitely such types of student you can we have already learned related to the Deaflympics, we have learned related to the Paralympics, where you can find out there's these such types of children, those who are having a special needs or this student with disability, they are participating at international level. So this is only been possible when such types of inclusive education program or this inclusive education is being included, when they are been having a general education. So to develop the social skills is the next point, is to develop the social skills. So by an interesting side effect is that the parents report that they also feel more comfortable with the people with special needs because of their children's experience. So students with disability can create a long lasting friendship that would be otherwise possible, and these friendship can give them the skills to navigate the social relationship later on in their life. So when they are learning with the normal students, so you can find out that when they used to develop the social skills which is going to be helpful for them, and which is creates a long lasting friendship, and which would be otherwise be possible, and these friendship can give them the skills to navigate the social relationship later in life. So that here the main concept is that when the children they used to adjust themselves, such types of children, that means the children with special needs, when they are engaged in a friend circle or when they are engaged in a society, they used to learn many of the social skills, and which is much more beneficial for them to lead through his day-to-day life, how to behave with others, how to deal with others. They are going to learn the many of the things. So as I've given an example of one of my friend, but he is leading a very fruitful life. He is having a good image in a society, where he is having a good friend circle also. He is being accepted by all. He used to learn many of the things from the society. He is having his own family, and he is leading a very good life. So here that is only been possible with the help of this inclusion education. Then fifth point, we are having to help the normal students. So classmate of the student with the disabilities also experience the growth in the social cognition, often can become more aware about the needs of the other in the inclusion classroom. So here you can see that there is a give and take, the give and take opportunities for the student, such as a student where they are going to learn from the normal student. And if here they are having a good quality, if the many of the students, those who are of special needs, they are having a very good quality, they are having a good brain, then might be the normal students are also be benefited from the this such types of students. So here we are going to discuss another point which has been given in your textbook. For example, for self-esteem, so each and every individual has a self-esteem. It may be seen that differently abled individuals are less stronger as compared to the normal students. So research study conducted in this field indicate that after the inclusion in the regular school, the students with disabilities have shown the improvement in the self-confidence level that we already covered. So here you can find out that the student with special needs, they are less stronger than the student of the regular student or normal students. So here what happens when they, due to this help of this inclusive education, they also learn from them, and you can also see that there is an improvement in the self-confidence level. Social communication skills, which we have already studied. Then greater sensitivity, it also usually observes the student with disability becomes more sensitive by learning along with the student with special needs. They used to intimate others, they used to watch others, they used to learn accordingly. When they used to feel that when other student can do, I am not less than other student, though they do not they also feel that I am also not less than the normal student, and they also learn the things very faster, and they understand that how words can hurt. They practice patience and learn empathy also. They try to learn each and every, that means the skills which has been used for our day-to-day life are being taught with are being learned when they are being learning with a normal student or when they are having a general education. So the next point we are having, that is for better understanding the strengths and weaknesses. The student with and without special needs, it in an inclusive school, learns that each and every individual has strength as well as a weakness. So here this is a point which has been included, very good point is being included, where you can find out the children's, both the children, normal children as well as the student with disabilities or the children with disabilities, when they are learning together, when they will come to know that what are the weaknesses, what are the strengths of each other's strengths and weaknesses. So they learn many things, and they learn to appreciate these differences. Due to, though they know that they are being physically weak, might be due to this disability, but normal student also used to understand, and this is only been possible with the help of this inclusive education. Then for better sense of belongingness, so here inclusive education is essential for having the better sense of belongingness among the student with and without special needs. It teaches the value of another human being, no matter what the person looks or sounds like. They used to adjust themselves. So the student with special need enjoy the feeling of belongingness, being loved, having relationship and friendship with the students without the special needs. So student without special need also shows the increased awareness of the tolerance and better understanding of the other student with special need. Here the student, those who are having a special need students, or the children those who are disabled, they are being appreciated by others, by the normal student. They are being helped by them, they develop the good relationship with them. So this friendship relationship with the other student with without special needs, where they are having a sense of belongingness, they are being loved by others. So this is what they used to get, but it is only been possible when they are having a inclusion type of education. Then higher academic achievements. So inclusive education is beneficial for the students with special needs because researcher studies conducted in this field shows that these students have done academically well than in inclusive education. So higher academic excellence, that we have already learned, that it also helps them in improving their academic level also, that we have learned. So this is all about the need of inclusion education. I hope so that inclusion education is clear to you all. So what is an inclusion education? Inclusive education is an education where you can find out that normal student, that is student with and without disability, they both are studying together, having a one general curriculum where they are used to follow the same, and where the main benefit of this is what, that the children with disabilities, they are going to learn faster, they are going to grow, they are going to develop faster when they are going to study with a normal student. So main, there is a need of this inclusion education is given. So these are the needs of the inclusion education. So you can prepare the notes on the basis of this. If you are having any doubt, you can ask. Better you may learn, you may prepare. So for today, this much. Thank you.